If you guys are listening and not watching, we're blowing little Happy New Year.
So sorry
things.
about all of that.
So if all you was hearing was shushing noises, that's just us blowing little New Year's horns that don't have noise.
Yeah, because those are real annoying.
Yeah,
and I have
and
children.
we don't want to hurt your ears.
And I have children, and these will probably inevitably end up at my house, and I don't want my kids running around.
No, what if we need to celebrate
blowers.
things?
Okay, then they'll live here. Oh, mine just went weird.
Should we tell the happy people listening and watching why we're so excited?
Well, for one, it's the new year. We're celebrating the new year.
Absolutely. Happy New Year.
2024 is going to be the bomb.
It is. Will you pass me the Happy New Year hat? Just for a moment, I'm going to put her on.
The biggin?
The biggin.
Yeah. She's even got a little strappy strap in there.
I think we both know I'm not doing a chin strap.
Yeah. I usually put it underneath my hair like a headband.
That's much wiser.
Yeah.
Anyway, Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
Okay, this can go during the lamp again. I can't wear that the whole time. I'll go crazy. I put a giant cone Happy New Year hat on my head, y'all listening.
It's golden and gorgeous.
So gorgeous. So, those of you watching will have noticed that we are in a new space.
A very different space.
And those of you listening just found out that we're in a new space. And that is the second reason why we're so fucking excited today.
Yes. We should do our intro first.
Hello. You guys, we haven't recorded in a while. We're just off the rails, excited to be with you.
We are. And we have such big news. Such big news.
So, hi, beautiful humans. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Ashley. Welcome to your Soul Welcome.
A podcast of healing out loud for humans spelunking through their deepest hearts.
Yeah.
Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah.
I finally got it right.
So good.
Finally. I got the whole tittin' thing.
Yeah, you did.
Is that a phrase? I just made it a phrase.
I think it's good.
I got the whole tittin' thing.
Yeah.
It feels like it should be a southern phrase. If this.
I like tittin better than fucking. I think it's cute. It's cuter. Like the whole fucking thing.
The whole tittin' thing.
It's cuter.
Honestly, I like it. Okay. Well, you heard it here first, probably, maybe. Someone else may have said it. I don't know, because I am not Big Brother.
You're not?
I'm not. I don't know everything. I'm not omniscient. Fun fact.
What?
I mean, I've got spirit guides and everything, but, like, omniscience hasn't settled inside me.
That is news to me.
If that's news to you, I'm concerned. I'm concerned for you, boo-boo.
Oh, gracious. Fair. Okay, big news.
Do you want to tell the people? Tell the beautiful humans. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready.
Brace yourselves. We have expanded.
We've become more than a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Although we're still also definitely a podcast, which you know because you're listening or watching right now.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
We've expanded beyond a podcast. We are now a blossoming,
beautiful,
healing arts collaborative.
And what that means is that in Omaha, our current town, we have opened up a brick and mortar healing arts collaborative where we are going to bring in practitioners of different modalities. So people like sound healers or breath work practitioners and facilitators. And Ashley's going to be doing whimsy workshops to help people get in touch with their inner child. Yes. And I'm going to be, I think, seeing how everyone can collaborate together, which is why we specifically called ourselves a collaborative, because I think when powerful women or humans work with other open-hearted, powerful women or humans, so much magic can be born. So much sisterhood or fellowship can happen between the collaborators. And on top of that, right, the people that the collaborators are putting on an event for get to benefit twice as much or 3 times as much or quadruple as much if 4 people are partnering together to create something beautiful and magical and healing. I'm so excited, you guys.
And it's looking beautiful. It's looking so beautiful. Kayla has put in a tremendous amount of work and time and money and love. And oh my goodness, it is looking phenomenal. It is so cozy and warm and welcoming. It is a place that when you walk through the door, you feel like you can just be your whole authentic selves.
Yes.
And that's what we want.
And I posted some sneak peek photos on my Facebook and Instagram. So if you follow me and Ashley on social, because Ashley shared them too, you can see little sneak peeks. And if you are not located locally to us, it's so okay, because most of the events that we want to put on here, we also want to live stream so that you guys are able to get in on it too.
Yes.
And should we tell them the juiciest part?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
For all of the events that take place at the Your Soul Welcome Healing Arts Collaborative, we want to live stream those and then record them and put them into like this really beautiful healing portal for people like you guys listening and watching, anyone who wants to be doing the inner work. And I was contemplating this morning about calling it the inner work portal or something like that. Yeah. Or the self-curiosity portal, something like that. I'm working on terminology with that.
Inner play portal. Oh,
I like that. The inner play portal. Okay, well,
we're gonna
glad that's on camera, because that's a good idea. I'm glad that's recorded. The inner play portal. Yeah, let's circle back around to talking about that, because I think that that's a good name. Anyway, so that it's accessible by the public, so that people can have a membership to it and get in on all of the juiciness. Like, even if you can't make the live events, you can catch all of the recorded events. And depending on who and how we partner with people, we might even add on like group coaching as a part of, as a membership option also, so that while you're taking in all of the beautiful events and doing that inner work for yourself, doing that inner play for yourself also, you can be receiving support. So keep your eyes and ears out for more information about that as it gets birthed. I feel like that's in second to third trimester gestation as an idea right now. Like, it doesn't exist quite yet outside of all of Braveheart Open Minds self-love courses. So that's like the foundation of it. And then we'll be expanding to include other practitioners and goodness and practices, and really just putting together a beautiful way for people to truly heal. Yes. At their own pace with the support that they desire. And because I'd love to have a membership like that's totally DIY. You get the events and like you just do it yourself. Right. And then have one like different tiers so that it's accessible to everyone and people who want and need or can afford the extra support can have it.
Absolutely. Because I know for myself, especially being, you know, a little on the neurodivergent spectrum, I need a little bit more support. Especially when I'm doing inner work or any kind of like education things or something like that. I need a little bit of not just accountability, but just somebody to check in with and make sure I'm on the right path. It's so helpful
Hey,
to
maybe
me.
we should even have a Besties membership.
Yeah.
Like a Besties tier where you can like share your login with a bestie or whatever.
Yeah.
That could be cute.
That would be cute. Because, yeah.
Sometimes your bestie or it's your support, and that gets to be beautiful too.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, keep an eye out. Keep an ear out.
Things are evolving and growing, and it's beautiful over here.
Yeah. So beautiful. So scary as shit also. Like, just so that we're clear.
Yeah.
I'm so excited and also like, eep.
Yes.
So we are holding that duality right now for you guys and for us and for everyone who wants to get in on the collaboration.
Also, we officially have social media pages on Facebook and Instagram.
True. Yes, Your Soul Welcome officially has their own social media. So we'll try and drop that in the show notes if you want to go give us a follow.
Yeah. We'll keep you updated on there for sure.
Yeah. Well, because Ashley took a whole social media course, so she's got the goods up in that gold-crowned think tank up there. Ashley's wearing a cute gold crown if you're listening.
It's for the New Year party we're having.
Absolutely. You look fine as hell.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It was difficult again. This blue one keeps getting stuck.
Well, some of them are just harder than others.
Yeah, they are.
They so are.
Anyways.
So that is that on that.
Yeah.
Other than that, we've been
drinking a lot of Karma coffee.
So much Karma coffee.
Because their winter menu is so good.
Today I've got the salted peppermint. It's called something fancier than salted peppermint. Something salted peppermint. It's really good.
And I've got the
Naughty Nog.
The Naughty Nog.
The Naughty Nog chai latte.
Oh, it's so delicious.
Holy shit, delicious. Like, knocks my little socks off delicious.
Yeah. So great.
Indeed.
Put a little karma in your cup.
Hey-o. So yes, we've been drinking lots of coffee. We took some time off, as I'm sure you guys saw over the holidays, to be with family, to be, birthing the collaborative also. The Your Soul Welcome collaborative feels like it happened overnight, but also it's certainly taken about 4 weeks. And then I hear myself say that, and I'm like, holy tits, we've done this in only 4 weeks?
Yeah.
How many days is
like
that?
3.
28 days.
Yeah.
About. Yesterday, 28 days. Damn. So 29 days. 29 is one of my favorite numbers.
Yay!
Yay!
I love that.
Yeah, so in 29 days, we have birthed a whole ass dream. And it felt like one of those things where everything just was aligned and meant to be. And I've not experienced that happening on such a grand scale before. Like, on such a large scale.
It's how the podcast came together.
It is.
And then it's how the collaborative came together too.
Yeah. So, I don't know what the future holds for us specifically, because only the universe, in her sweet wisdom, knows that.
Yeah.
I am
She'd be talking to us through our dreams.
Prolifically through our dreams. Like, that dream that I texted you about, which also you didn't reply to, about turning the pole out there into a maypole.
Yes, no, I said yes!
Oh, I missed that. Oh. There's a support pole in our space, which I'm sure every designer on HDTV just fucking hates or whatever.
Yeah. But also, why wouldn't they just make that whole wall?
I'm okay that they didn't make the whole wall. Anyway.
Okay, great.
I want to turn it into a maypole with like wrap ribbons around it, and like maybe it's, I don't know, like some sort of opening ceremony or something we do at the grand opening, or
it's a square pole though, but it'll be fine.
We can pad it out with pool noodles if you want it rounder.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine square.
I've
been looking at ribbons. I've got so many ribbons.
Dude, I'm the daughter of a florist. I got ribbons coming out all my nooks and crannies.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So, I'm betting that on our YouTube we'll do a walkthrough tour.
Oh, yeah.
That feels like something that should definitely happen. So if you are listening to us on like Apple or Spotify, feel free to check out our YouTube page in, probably 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll probably have a tour up by then, if I had to guess.
Absolutely.
Or if you're local to Omaha, in 2 or 3 weeks, you could pop by.
Yeah. We will post on our social media pages when our grand opening is.
Yes.
So come on down and celebrate with us.
Yeah.
It'll be a hoot.
A hoot and a half.
A hootenanny.
You do love a good hootenanny.
I do. I'm here for the hootenannies.
I'm not really even sure what a hootenanny is, if I'm being honest.
I think it's a shindig.
Clam bake.
Yeah.
Except without the clams and the baking. Well,
We had a whole shrimp boil last night. Lily and I did.
Oh, you had a shrimp boil.
Yeah, we did.
Wow. That's exciting.
It was
Did you make it? Or?
Well, it was all pre-made from Hy-Vee. They had them on sale in little, aluminum trays. And you just add the water and then you cover it with foil and put it in the oven for like 45 minutes.
Oh.
And it had corn and potatoes and shrimp and sausage. All the stuff already in there.
Invite me
For
next time you see
$12.
that.
It was on sale for $12. It fed both of us.
Great. I would like to attend next time.
Great.
We'll buy 2 of them.
Yes.
And it'll be amazing.
There was so much extra sausage and potatoes. It was great.
I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds marvelous.
For sure. We'll do it again. It was delicious.
Hy-Vee's not a sponsor, but you heard it here. Maybe they should be. Hey, Hy-Vee.
Hey, Hy-Vee.
Dear Hy-Vee.
I can smile in every aisle.
Look at you hoeing yourself out for smiles.
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Honestly, that tracks for you.
It really
You
does.
and Buddy the Elf.
Right?
Smiling is pretty great, Obby.
I can't help it.
So other than our big new news, and we've taken time to relax.
Well, yes. Relax and... I had a lot of big family stuff going on.
Well, yes, that also happened.
My sweet 13-year-old had a little bit of a mental health crisis happening, and so we have been working through that and loving her through that. She is now going to do some homeschooling through the rest of this year, so yeah, so that's going to be a new journey we're going to be working on, and
Yeah.
so here we are. That's a whole new thing.
Lots going on in the Vaver-Gleason alliance.
Yeah. But we're here for it. Doing life together.
What? Yeah.
I gotta take this off.
I had to take mine off before we started. I couldn't do it.
Now I feel like, do I have a big old crease on my forehead?
No, actually.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you look just fine.
Great, thank you.
Dandy. Slightly less magical without the crown.
All right, I'll
But you got the inner magic. You don't need the outer magic.
I got the magic in me.
Everything I touch, something
Turns
it
into gold. Yeah.
If you feel called to it, you can post the correct lyrics
Yeah.
down in the comments, because clearly we don't know them all.
No, we don't.
But that's okay. We don't have to.
Right.
Because the internet exists.
It does. Have you picked a word for this year?
I haven't yet. Other than maybe collaboration.
Oh, I love that. Last year my word was connection. And boy, did that word really serve me well. I feel like I made some really amazing, authentic
Open-hearted connections.
Yeah, I really did.
Beautiful. My word of the year last year was open. Just to be open to new opportunities, new ideas, other people's ideas, which as a manifester is a whole experience.
Yeah.
That you know well.
Yeah.
What with your very patient heart. And I feel like I really did walk that road of opening myself up to new things, opening my heart to allow more friendship into my life. I feel like I had a lot of like trust blocks or trust issues with letting myself trust other people.
Right.
And trust them in a way like that I would trust my sister.
Yeah.
And I really feel like through all the work that I did this year, and then I had this beautiful session to like kind of end cap that in December with Amanda and Angela, who we've had on to talk about vibrational healing. You can scroll back to that past episode.
Yeah.
Amanda and Angela did a beautiful session for me that helped me open my heart even further to trusting the idea of sisterhood and sistership. And when I say sisterhood and sistership, I also mean like fellowship and camaraderie, because I don't want to be entirely gendered.
Right.
It just so happens that many of the people that I've experienced this with identify as women. So it just feels really good to know that like I did all that work.
Yeah,
and then we end capped it with this beautiful vibrational healing session, and it just feels amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you are interested in vibrational healing, Amanda and Angela have their own sweet membership. You if you pop back to that vibrational healing episode, links to their membership are on it in the show notes, so you can go check them out. I highly recommend it because their magic is potent.
Yes.
Powerful AF.
Gosh, absolutely. Speaking of magic, that is my word for 2024.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I have decided. I mean, magic is just. I mean, whimsy is in my core, right? Whimsy is so much at the essence of, I feel like, who I am. But I want to be more intentional about seeing the magic in the everyday.
I love that.
Yeah.
And not to take away from that, but like some channeled words just came in that my word of the year is sweetness.
I love that.
Which I'm so here for, because sometimes I get really like, go, do, accomplish. And sometimes life is about slowing down. Honestly, with me talking about honey so much recently, like that's the honey of life. Sweetness makes sense to be my word for 2024.
It does.
Yeah. What are you hoping that magic brings for you?
I just there's a Roald Dahl quote. And I don't remember it off the top of my head right now.
Do you remember like a paraphrase?
Something about being able to find the magic in the mundane or everyday things, and like there are people who can't find it or don't see it, and that those people tend to be sad or humdrum or whatnot, And people who look for the magic every day are the ones to find it. And like that just brings them so much joy.
Well, and there's so much truth to that, both cognitively and spiritually, right? Like when you talk about it from a cognitive, like neuro brain science point of view, what you give to your reticular activating system as what you want to focus on, the more powerful your reticular activating system can work for you. An example of that might be like if you see a woman wearing like a very amazing like coat or jacket or something, and you know that you want that, and so you go out and you find it yourself or find one similar, then you might start to notice other women wearing similar jackets or wearing similar vibes, or you go to buy a new car and all of a sudden you start seeing those new cars everywhere. So that's your reticular activating system being like, hey, you think this is important, here, let me show you the thing that's important, here's another example of what's important, here, what. So cognitively, when you say you're gonna look for the magic, you literally train your brain to start noticing more magic. And you can do that with gratitude, little things to be grateful for. You can apply this neuroscience to so many things. And then from a spiritual perspective, where your energy and focus flows, your energy goes. And I think that that's a paraphrase of a Tony Robbins quote. And we just know from a manifestation standpoint, what you are thinking and focusing on is what you call in. So when you're focusing on fear, you call in more things that scare you sometimes.
That's so true.
So not to say that fear isn't entirely valid and that you can't think of it, because you can and you should think of it.
Yes. It serves a purpose.
It's just that when you make the intentional decision to bring in looking for magic, that like capitalizes on the neuroscience with the spiritual side of manifestation with the energetics. And that's really fucking cool.
I know, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be so great.
Yes.
I'm so looking forward to this year. I feel like, and I've been saying this, I feel like since like June of 2023, or even earlier, I feel like maybe, that I've felt like 2022 and 2023 were big, like, process and setup years for 2024.
I would agree with that.
And I think 2024 is just going to be
the tits.
The fucking tits. I think 2024 is going to be such a bomb year. It's going to be great.
It so is. And you're going to lose your little crown here in a second.
Yeah,
there we go.
And it's here, and I'm pumped, and we're doing the thing. I'm just so excited.
Yes. And I'm excited to call a little intentionality towards sweetness, because I think Lee Harris, a beautiful like channeling energy worker. He is also a musician, so you can find Lee Harris things in many places. In his energy update in November, I think he said that energetically the year closes out at the end of November.
Yes.
And I think that that's kind of poignant, because I really did start speaking a lot more about sweetness towards the end of November and through December. And talking about like the nectar of life, and that's the honey. Like, those are really...
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
I know, because that's the honey. Yeah. Looking for those moments that are just dripping in pleasurable enjoyment, in powerful acts for self that just feel so nectarous and nourishing and like sensual almost. In like a really sensual, satisfying way. It's really funny. My womb space is very much responding to what I'm saying right now. She's like, yes, Tell me more. Talk more about it. And so I think if I can continue to live life activating maybe that like sacral opening, the more honey there will be to appreciate.
Yes.
And the more honey there will be to share. Right? So I think that's what I'm really excited for.
Ooh, that gave me like like scalp all the way down the sides of my face.
Oh, I thank
all
you.
the way down. Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Full body shivers. I like it.
Yes, I like it too. Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I do want to take a moment to like let our conversation dive a little deeper here, because I know that having like a word for your year has become a common alternative to resolutions, and resolutions get a lot of hype because that's so ingrained, at least in American society. I'm uncertain if it's a thing in other countries to have like a resolution for the new year.
Right.
But it's certainly ingrained in our society. And I think it's okay if you want to let go of that. It's okay if you want to choose an alternative way of guiding your intention for the year. And what I like to do is I enjoy a theme word. Other people might enjoy the concept of devotion instead of resolution, because to resolve means that you're like contracting. You're like marshaling all of your energy to do a thing. And like that just feels so like closed and hard. And devotion, on the other hand, feels like a little silkier.
Yeah.
Right? Devotion feels a little bit more from the heart. And
loving. Yeah.
Self-loving. Certainly. Because devotion allows for returning.
Yeah.
When you are devoted for something, it could be that you get distracted for a season and then you return to it later.
Right.
Devotion implies that there's something always there for you to return to. And I think that can feel really sacred sometimes as we are dealing with our own psychology and up in our own heads about wanting to change ourselves for the better and wanting to love ourselves at the same time, or accept ourselves at the same time. And devotion can allow you to both love yourself and do the work for yourself at the same time. Whereas resolution is just, gotta do it. You suck. Make a change. Like, it just, I don't know. And
I've never been one to do resolutions.
No, you're
I've never really bought into that. It's always seemed like setting myself up for failure.
Picking a resolution in my family was always a thing. You always had to not that you had to, but like it just was what everyone was talking about. So I always felt like I needed to pick one. And I agree that it feels like setting yourself up for failure. And that's the thing about devotion, is that the concept of returning is incorporated already into the word. And that feels really nice.
Yeah, it does.
There is no falling off the wagon, because there is no wagon. You're just always devoted. It just depends on, are you turning it up to 100 or are you just at 1% on your devotion today?
Yeah.
It gets to be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. I like that. I like how you put that into context.
Hey, thanks.
That's great.
Devotion is a thing I've been talking about for a while. I learned a lot about the concept from my mentor, Ella, saying she's the bomb.
Yeah. I think that's great. I also want to touch on the fact that, like, while we say Happy New Year and we're celebrating New Year, I would like to note that when I am celebrating the New Year, like, I'm acknowledging that this was January 1st, 2024 well, today's not January 1st.
It is not.
Of, like, the calendar year, right? Like, I don't particularly, personally love the way that our cyclical years are set up. I think I personally, I feel like the new year comes in spring, right?
Oh, okay. Is this more of a pagan belief, or is this an Ashley belief?
No, it is more.
Okay.
It is more of a pagan belief, and it is historically.
Historically, okay.
A more traditional belief too, because if you go from, like, say, March, then, for example, October is the 8th month. September is the 7th month. And numerically that works out that way. Whereas in our calendar year, October is not the 8th month and September is not the 7th month.
What's the significance of those numbers?
Sept.
Oh, literally what they are called.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Old English teacher Kayla is lightly judging present Kayla, and I'll work with that part of me.
Okay, good. It's okay.
I've come a really long way. I called myself smart the other day.
You are incredibly intelligent.
I am, and it's been a lot of work to get myself to the point where I can just say that and believe it at the same time.
Good. Yeah. Yes. So I would like to share that. I don't know. I feel like having a lot of new feelings about seasons and things.
Fuck the system.
Yeah.
Blah.
So happy new calendar year.
So you're saying we should do a New Year's episode in March?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to leave that for your brain to remember, please.
Yeah, well, that means we'll forget it. But
hey, guys. At the end of February, could one of you comment on one of our things to remind us?
That'd be swell.
If it means something to you, drop a comment.
Yeah.
I'd put a reminder in my phone, but we're currently recording.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, what with spring rebirth.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. It's when all the animals be giving birth anyway.
Yeah.
Or at least when they're fucking.
Waking up and fucking.
Well, yeah. Dude, there were 2 squirrels that looked like they were flirting the other day because we've had, about like 2 weeks ago, we had unseasonably warm weather.
Yeah.
Like it just has been unseasonably warm here all of winter.
Until very recently.
Like the robins were still here as of like
Christmas.
Yeah. Wild. Anyway, there were 2 squirrels getting frisky and I was like, bruh, it's gonna get real cold, little squirrels.
Yeah.
Like,
Please don't be making babies right now.
Maybe don't bring new life in right now. I know it feels like spring.
But it's not.
Little lambs, so I hope their little fluffy tails are okay.
Oh. Yeah, they gotta know. I mean, they're in Nebraska. They know Nebraska be
How long is a squirrel's long-term memory, though?
I don't know. We could ask, what's his face? Mark? Rover. Yeah.
I love Mark Rover.
I do too.
He's smart as shit.
Yeah, we could ask him.
He's so interesting.
What is Fat Gus's long-term memory like? Max gets so mad at me when I say Fat Gus. He's like, no, Mom, she's fantastic, Gus.
That's so funny. So Mark Rober is a former NASA scientist, and he does amazing videos on YouTube, and he's got like a subscription kit for kids now to like learn engineering concepts in really simple ways. He's cool. I like him a lot.
Amazing. He's so amazing.
Mark Rober, if you want to sponsor our podcast, we're open to it
or
we like
be a guest.
Dude, if we got Mark Rober, that would be so cool.
Max would lose his bananas. For real.
So if any of you guys know Mark Rober, send this clip to him.
Yes.
I don't know what we talk about, but it'd be great.
I don't know either. We could just watch him and Max do it something. We could do an experiment. We could ask him what his views are. We could talk about his.
I would love that.
I would love to know.
A NASA scientist's views on woo.
Spirituality.
That would be so interesting.
Oh my gosh, yes, please.
I love that, like,
yes.
that possibility of massive juxtaposition there.
Yes. Yes. Brilliant. Please.
So interesting. Yeah. Well, if you guys know how to get us to Mark Rober, evidently we're very invested in this now.
So invested.
Yeah.
Connect those dots.
Hey,
go.
I mean, I would also like to connect dots to Elise Meyer.
She right in Omaha.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we emailed her.
She's on maternity
her
leave.
public relations team, and they were like, "Oh, she's on maternity leave," which totally
so
makes
valid.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing as how we're also in Omaha, if any of our listeners happen to know Elise, please feel free to be like, "Hey, think about these two people. Maybe go on their podcast." I don't know, or I just would like to meet her. She has such a great way of making inner work and self-acceptance and self-love topics fucking relatable as hell. Like, it just...
And she's funny.
She's such a magical storyteller.
Yes.
Like, Elise Meyer's storytelling blows my mind.
And when she sings...
Oh my god, she's so good.
Like an angel.
So good.
Yes.
So anyway, we're big Elise Meyer fangirls over here.
Yeah.
I'm open to whatever guest podcast ideas and opportunities that come our way.
Yeah.
Danny, the barista at Karma, was like, when are you gonna have Tracy on? Tracy, who owns Karma Coffee. And I'm like, AQAP?
Yes, and also, can she bring Danny too?
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Yes, can we just have Tracy and Danny?
I mean, that would be amazing. I don't know if you would be into it, but I'd be into it.
I know.
Danny, if you're listening, let us know.
Yes.
Let us know where you fall on that. That would be so fun.
That would be fun.
I love that
I would love to interview Danny about his experiences as a barista.
Oh my god, that would be so interesting.
Like, what are your favorite drinks to make? What are your least favorite drinks to make? What is your favorite customer experience? Yeah. What is your least favorite customer experience?
I love that.
I've got the hot questions. I'm ready.
You do. You got hot questions loaded.
I do. I'm ready.
Ready to be served.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like gun metaphors always pop into my head with the locked and loaded. I don't know. I don't know why that was such a prominent phrase in my brain growing up, but it got used a lot, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying to very quickly think of an alternative just now, and I liked the loaded and ready to serve. It's like you've got like a tray of buns or something.
Yeah.
Just got like a fucking tray of cinnamon rolls.
Oh my gosh, we went to a restaurant one time, and they throw buns at you from across the restaurant.
I don't like that at all.
It was real fun.
Oh, okay. I don't think can you ask them to not throw buns at you?
Oh, yeah. You have to,
great.
Like, they walk around with the buns, and you have to be like, hey.
Bun me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I thought it just was like...
No, because, like, what if you're eating, and then they just, like, whap you in the face
I
with
know,
a bun?
that would be unpleasant.
Yeah, that would be very unpleasant.
So, it's like the...
That's what happens, though, when you have Max, who's sitting next to you, always saying, hey, throw me a bun.
What's the name of those restaurants where they throw shrimp at your face?
Hibachi.
Hibachi. Literally, all I could think of was Hitachi.
That's the wrong thing.
Such the wrong thing.
I do not want shrimp thrown at me in that moment for sure.
Ew, no! Horrifying! I don't even like that idea's in my head now. Thanks.
I don't like that idea is going to pop up in my head later at a very specific
Literally,
time.
that was my thought in my head just now. I'm sorry if that thought is now going to pop into your guys' head if you happen to know what the Hitachi is. And if you don't, feel free to Google it.
It is a excavator company. They make giant moving equipment.
Okay, I really hate the word excavation when linked to that specific item, though.
Oh.
Yes. Carrie used to talk about it all the time. He would say that in reference to my period, he would be like, yeah, they're just excavating down there. And I'm like, stop saying that. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Stop it.
Yeah.
It just feels scoopy in a sad way. I don't want to be scoopy in a sad way. Not when the Hitachi self-pleasure tool for your down there bits is so marvelous. Like, I don't need the word excavate attached to that.
No.
I don't need that.
No. It's not excavating.
I choose to leave that behind.
Yeah, it doesn't excavate. It doesn't do anything besides make you feel real good.
I mean, it'll take you to spiritual self-loving Pound Town real fast. Real fast.
We gotta get that on some merch.
We really do. We need to get merch in general.
Yeah, we really do.
If you guys have merch ideas, please let us know because we're in a stage of brainstorming and we would love ideas.
Yeah.
Because we also have, retail space that we can have here at the Your Soul Welcome Collaborative. So I'm very excited to noodle on those ideas once we get the actual memberships up and going.
I know, I for sure would love a spiritual self-love in Pound Town hoodie. Or maybe a spiritual self-loving Pound Town sticker to go on my Hitachi.
Oh my god, that would be so funny. Specifically make it slightly tapered so that it fits.
Yes! Nice, long, and tapered. Yeah.
Long and tapered, that's your style, eh?
Yeah.
So did we just agree that we're coming out with a line of vibrator stickers?
Yes!
Alright, that's cool. Great.
They are waterproof.
It's true. They're so super waterproof, our stickers. Why the fuck not? I'm into it.
I think it's great.
Let's go! Let's do it,
I think it's a great idea.
I mean, why? The tit's not.
Right? What was the word earlier?
Tittin'.
Yeah.
We just be tittin' around.
Just be titting around.
Reminds me of a titmouse. Oh, we need to get Nancy to play Wingspan.
Ah, yes.
So, about 3 years ago, I was introduced to the game Wingspan, which is a tabletop board game that is bird themed, and it just turns me on in the least sexual way, but most pleasurable way. It is sweetness. It is the honey. It is so fun to look at the art and play your little birds and put them in their little habitats and lay the little eggs and
lay the little eggs. It is fun. Kayla forgets to lay the little eggs.
Yeah.
Okay? But
I played 4 birds on New Year's Eve night, and we were all so tired that I didn't notice I hadn't laid eggs.
I can't believe Carrie didn't notice.
Carrie didn't notice.
Or he didn't notice. Or he did notice and just didn't say anything.
Nah, he'd have said something.
Yeah, I feel like he would have.
He gently would have said something.
He would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have.
So, but none of us noticed because we were fucking tired because we'd been moving furniture into this space all weekend.
For days.
It was a lot.
It was. And we were like, we're done moving anything. Let's play a game.
Yes.
And our brains were like, this game is fun, but...
Also, we broke a lot of rules. Well, okay, I broke them, and then we just decided that nobody needed to lay eggs because I had done it 4 times already. Yeah. Look.
Wingspan is gorgeous, though.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Do recommend. And we gotta get our friends into it so that we can all play together and we can all have our bird habitats, and then we can start getting expansions.
Yes, we do have a copy of Wingspan here at the Collaborative.
It's true. The Collaborative, the Your Soul Welcome Collaborative, has its own copy of Wingspan. So, maybe we should have a fun game night.
Yeah.
Because getting together to just chill is healing.
Yes, it is. That's part of building those connections.
Yes.
That will help us to collaborate.
Yes. That's where the magic happens. That's where the honey comes from. Actually, yes. Because I was telling Carrie a couple of times now, and I think I may have told you that... So, context for you guys watching and listening. Birthing this Your Soul Welcome collaborative as a brick and mortar has taken so much of my brain space that I was thinking about it like every fucking moment of the day. Like as soon as I woke up to what I was thinking about when I fell asleep and everything in between. Which is so good and fun for a while. And then as a manifester, I have a creative urge cycle where I'm just like, go, let's do it. And I have the energy to support that. And then I have a rest cycle, which hit about 2 weeks after my creative urge. So for 2 weeks, I just was living and breathing this.
Yeah.
And then my rest cycle hit about 2 weeks ago. Yeah. And I've really had to like recalibrate how my brain space was allotted. And it was a really, it was a switch that was full of friction. I don't want to say it was difficult or hard, but there was a lot of friction in switching gears. And almost like how you can hear like the tracks squealing when a train like switches tracks sometimes. You know what I mean? There just was a lot of that. And sinking into games, sinking into hanging out and having such fun, deep philosophical conversations with people is really what got me out of being in go, go, go brain mode.
Yes.
And so having fun game nights is genuinely where the honey is. It's the honey, honey. It's the honey, 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 honey. I feel like that needs to be a song.
Yes.
So somewhere in there is a song.
A new Kayla song.
Speaking of songs, I bought a mandolin, you guys. I don't know why. The universe told me to buy a mandolin because my friend posted it for sale and the universe was like, that's your mandolin. Hecate is one of my spirit guides and she was like, that's yours, go get it. I was like, but it's a mandolin. Like, I don't know.
I don't even know how to play it.
Instrument. Like, I guess the piano is technically a string instrument, but very different play.
Yeah.
So anyway, I own a mandolin now, and YouTube and I are learning how to use it.
The mandolin is gorgeous.
Oh, it's so pretty. I know how to tune it now.
Yay!
We were talking with Carrie's friend Tony last night, and he was like, do you know how to play a song yet? And I'm like, I know how to tune it now. That's it. That's the whole thing.
That's exciting. I can't wait until you're just dingling it around here like a little
As
bard.
long as we can call it something other than dingling ding.
Okay, what do you want to call it? What's the sound it makes?
Dingly dinking. I do feel like a bard, though.
Yes.
Like an old school bard.
I love it.
It'd be getting bardy AF at my house. Mm-hmm. And Carrie bought me pics for Christmas because he's adorable. Anyway, so when I bring a mandolin on sometime, you'll be mentally prepared because now you know.
I'm so excited.
Because sometimes doing your inner work looks like learning a new instrument because the universe told you to. I don't know why, other than it's fun. It is quite fun, which is part of the sweetness. Fun is part of the sweetness.
I mean, I bought a really fancy ukulele many years ago.
Dude, we can harmonize.
It was, how old is my child? He's turning 11 this month, so it is almost 11 years old.
God, he's almost 11.
Yeah.
Where did that whole year go?
Gone. It's gone.
We lived it. We lived the whole thing.
It went by in a flash.
11. That means Lily's going to be 14 this
summer. I don't want to even talk about that yet.
Well,
but
we'll ignore that for now.
My almost 11-year-old ukulele that I learned one song on one time and then put away because I couldn't play the ukulele and sing the song at the same time, and that was frustrating to me.
Oh.
But I really do want to learn the ukulele. I feel like if I played it more, eventually I'd be able to sing.
Absolutely.
and play at the same time.
Well, because you get that muscle memory at some point.
Yes. But I've never stuck with an instrument.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What makes you feel like you have to stick with it?
Because I really want to have an instrument. Like, I really want to be able to pick up an instrument and be able to play it.
Is there... Could you be devoted to the instrument? There is no sticking or unsticking. There is only devotion.
Well, I am devoted to my ukulele in the fact that I've taken very good care of it.
I love that.
For 11 years and not gotten rid of it.
That sounds marvelous. So see, you've been devoted to your ukulele this whole time.
Yeah.
And this is how devotion gets to give you self-grace. And open more opportunities for yourself. That thing that you thought that you were failing at, you weren't. You've been devoted to it this whole time because at the very least you've still been devoting brain space to it this whole time. You've been devoted. You've been devoted this whole time.
Yeah.
You have. Because it's still in your brain. You're thinking about it right now. It's okay to redevote and redevote, right? It's built in. I'm giving myself tingles right now. It is okay. You get to still be devoted.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Oh my God. My parents were up at the You're So Welcome Collaborative a couple days ago.
It was so great.
And they were just laughing at us because we were saying You're So Welcome for everything. Like we were passing tools and da-da-da-da-da. And my dad was getting a kick out of it for sure.
Your dad thought it was the cutest thing. Your dad just thought, he was like, you two, are you sure you're not sisters? Were you separated at birth?
Mm-hmm. So we just be soul sisters.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lily dubbed us soul sisters.
Yes. But you're every time, like we would say stuff in sync.
We were very in sync that day.
Yeah. And your dad just kept getting a kick out of it every time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are we just in sync always?
Yes.
And it just was reflected?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think we were both tuned up a little bit because your parents were there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And so I think we were both like...
Well, because I wanted them to have a good time.
Yes.
I wanted them to enjoy being in the space.
Absolutely. And I wanted to...
Despite the fact that we were vacuuming and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanted to... Like, we were also trying to get so much stuff done. Like, so we were just...
We were just rolling.
Yeah.
We were on a roll. And it entertained the shit out of my dad.
It did. And I loved it so much. I did. It just made me so happy.
It's because we're just amazing.
Yeah.
We're the tits. You guys are the tits.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a high five for them. Because they would high five us if they were here. Yeah. High five the screen. / high five your ear gently.
Or a finger, because it might be small.
That, yeah.
Thanks.
Yay. Well, do we have anything else to explore for themes for the new year? I know we talked in a past episode about talking about, like, having a list of goals and stuff like that. And maybe that could be a future episode because in the process of preparing for the Your Soul Welcome collaborative space, I did not put any brain space towards that idea.
Nope,
Not a single iota. So there can be a new conversation about goals sometime.
There can. I think we're about an hour-ish. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Well then, peace out. We love you. We hope that you have such a phenomenal start to the new year.
The new calendar year.
Thank you. The new calendar year. We hope you have a phenomenal rest of your winter.
Yes.
I say that like I'm not going to see you guys next week.
We've
got an episode coming out with the amazing Dr. Kate Hansen.
But not next week.
Not next week.
Next week is our rest.
Oh, that's true.
Week. So
that's
it will
true.
be 2 weeks.
Yes. So in 2 weeks, we've got a beautiful episode coming out with Dr. Kate Hansen. She is an energy healer. She's a chiropractor. She's an acupuncturist. She's fucking amazing.
She is so amazing.
And also, our Your Soul Welcome collaborative space is in the ground floor level of her building. So her magic is like right above us, being So good.
So
like,
good.
I almost don't have words for how potent and beautiful and open and radiant this whole building feels.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, it's evident when you first walk in, and it's so cool. And I hope so deeply that we are contributing to that. And I think I can have confidence in that, because we're also amazing, and she's amazing, and we get to be amazing together, and that feels really fun.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out or an ear out for that episode coming in 2 weeks. I'm a little sorry that we are releasing an episode and then having a rest week after taking some time off for the holidays, but I think that just might be how our podcast rolls.
And we're weaning you back in.
And what?
I said it's like we're weaning you back in, but really, we're weaning ourselves also back in, guys.
Because, I'll be honest, I could use a rest week.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know if you know this, but it's a lot of work to start a whole ass business in 29 days.
It is. It really is. But you did it. We did it, Big Bird. We're doing it. We're doing that damn thing. Yeah.
I think I just need to tired cry and go to bed somewhere.
That's fair, too.
Do you guys get that way when you're so tired you just have to cry and go to sleep?
Yep.
I was almost there last night. And Carrie tried to start talking to me about, like, scheduling. And I was like, I'm gonna need us to put a pin in this. I was trying to explain to him that I didn't have a slot to put the problem. Like, I didn't have any open slots to, like, put the problem and the solution together.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So how do your guys' brains work? When you are trying to solve a problem, do you just put it somewhere once the problem is solved? Because that's how it goes in my brain.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Okay, that's fine. It's just me then. That's cool. That's okay.
What do you mean?
Like when an idea comes up. And so then, like, you problem solve that idea.
Yeah.
And so then it gets to go somewhere. It gets filed away in my brain.
Because it's solved.
Yes.
Yeah, great. Then it's...
Yeah.
Get out of my...
And I was like, you're putting this into my brain, but there's nowhere for it to go because I don't have the mental capacity to solve it and put it somewhere. So I'm going to need you to take it back.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to need you to take it back.
Yes. That makes total sense. Because otherwise, then it's just...
And I'm like, that's what I'm going to think about while I'm trying to fall asleep.
Yes.
And I'm going to need you to tell me that you've taken it back.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. 100% yes.
Ooh, it was a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, there's that. That was the whole episode. We love you. I've been so delighted to be back in your guys' energy because I've missed you. Missed you a lot.
A lot. Like, so much.
Yeah. You guys rock. You're also the tits. We're the tits. You're the tits.
So much tits. You're
We just
tittin'
be
amazing.
Okay. Love you, bye. How many times do you think we said tits in that episode?
So many.